What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. I'm your host, Lord Franco Wilkes, and welcome back to the Clintonville Slasher. No, it's been a minute, but we've just been working on our EP, and today I want to talk about the 2020 remake of The Grudge. I've actually never seen the original Grudge, so I really can't compare it if it's better than the original. I have never seen that one, but I will talk about this film for a second. I want to talk about a little rundown of the movie. You have a detective named Detective Muldoon, and she comes across a murder scene of a woman in a car. Now, the film starts off with this lady that's coming back from Japan, and she ends up bringing home a curse with her. Now, it all stems around this house, and it's kind of like an anthology film. You know, it takes place with different people, and every time somebody comes into contact or goes inside this house, there's a curse. I will say that the death scenes in this movie were fantastic. The special effects, the acting in it, spot on. I thought it was a very well rehearsed movie. I thought it was really, really good. The jump scenes seemed a little bit, I don't know, like cheesy at times, but they weren't terrible. I mean, I didn't think that it was like the worst movie I ever saw, although I didn't have high hopes for this movie at all. I thought that maybe this movie would be okay to watch to, kill an hour. And actually, I was actually more impressed than I thought it was going to be. I love the ghosts in it. I thought the ghosts were super cool. I don't know, man, like this, I thought it was a fairly decent film. I like I said before, I thought it was going to be kind of boring, but I actually thought this was pretty good. I did not care for the little girl being, unalive in this movie. I didn't care for that scene at all. Other than that, like the ghost scenes are pretty cool. And then the ending. I was calling the ending the entire time. Like, they destroy the house, but it's not really the house, it's the curse. This is the reason that the house is, or the reason that all these people are being possessed and going back, and she's trying to figure out how to destroy this curse, but she never once thinks that, hey, maybe I should go back to the source, go back to Japan and figure out how the curse started, and she never does that, and I think that's absolutely ridiculous, because the ending of the film, if you've seen it, it's like, oh, well, duh, you should have went back to Japan and figured it out. But, I mean, I thought I would have liked a little bit more of that explored. If this movie was like another 45 minutes or even an hour longer, and they would have, went at that angle, I think it would have really just sold this movie over the top, because everybody that's affected by this house is, the acting, even like the other cop that's affected by it, and she goes and visits him in the mental institution. I really, really thought that was a cool angle too. You've got the older lady that cuts off her fingers, and then she's got to go to the mental institution, and then she swan dives off the top of the staircases. If they would have just, they had so much invested in, like, the house was the problem, and it really wasn't. It was the curse. You should have just went and explained that, or just, I don't know, like, went down that road just a hair bit longer. If you would have done that, I think you really would have just, I really think that this movie would have soared. But that was my only real issue with it. Other than I've never seen the original movie, but I've heard that it's completely boring. I don't know if you guys like the original Grudge. I gave this one a shot because I was like, when I was watching the previews for it, I was like, it looks pretty good, it looks pretty scary. And then it did have a couple of cheesy jump scares, but all in all, I thought it was actually a pretty decent film, and I thought it was okay. I thought it was worth its weight. It's just 45 minutes, and it really would have put the zippity back in my doodah. That's all I was asking, is like 45 more minutes, and I think that this movie would have just soared over there. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Like, did you guys care for this movie? Did you like it? Did you hate it? Was it your favorite? Let me know and leave a comment. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. I post every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Stay horror. If you're following me on TikTok, if you want to push that little heart button over there and follow me, that'd be awesome, and welcome along for the ride. Until next time, I'm Lord Franco Wilkes. Stay horror and enjoy the show, and check out The Grudge. It's a streaming on Stars right now if you guys have got that, so check it out. Otherwise, physical media if you're into that. I like to collect physical media too, although I'll just stream movies. But you guys stay horror, have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Later, days.